this is also the part where if you want to make a video, you could say, will they make it to the actual secret mystery area?
Hello everyone and welcome to Best Side Cycling. Today we're here in Tukwila at the Light Rail Station and I'm with Bobco85, another local YouTube channel. So I'm just going to ask him a few questions before we get riding. So yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are, and what you do.
So I've been biking around Seattle and before that the Washington DC area where I grew up ever since I was 6 years old. So I've been riding a bike, never stopped, and I love using my bike to explore the areas around me, and that's what I love about it.
That's awesome. So what kind of route are you going to take us on today?
It's definitely going to be a Bob sort of route where we're gonna go and check out some cool stuff. We'll stop at a couple of interesting sites, check out some trails and bike routes, and generally just, you know, whatever we see that's interesting, we'll stop and check it out. So
awesome. And speaking of which, what's this thing right behind us? Just a quick blurb about it.
Oh, so this is a one of the many sculptures they have at different light rail stations, at the Link Light Rail. This is the Soundings. And basically, if you can see it, the image that's on the sculpture behind me is the original route of the Duwamish River as it passed through Tukwila, because the river itself has been changed over time in like the last 100 to 150 years. And if you get up close to where you can see the little drum area, it actually, you can hear the sound that sounds like the water of a river flowing by.
Awesome, cool. All right, so with that, I think we should get riding, so let's go.
All right.
So we're now on the Green River Trail, where this is an awesome path that runs for 19 miles in the Tukwila area along the Duwamish River. And for this video, it's going to be a little different. I'm going to have both of us mic'd up and just show you a lot of the highlights of the trip that we're going to have today. So definitely just sit back and enjoy. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, please roll the like button and subscribe. But anyway, let's get into it. So how long does this Green River Trail go for?
Well, we're basically going to follow it to where it ends at the Seattle city limits.
Okay.
And there's a project that was approved in, I think it was either 2019 or 2020. It was a King County levy that was, you know, the voters passed it.
Right.
There's a Green River Trail North extension that will extend it from where we're going to see it into South Park in Seattle.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be awesome. Really nice. But I haven't heard much about it other than some initial designs.
I see. Yeah, I mean, I'm just sort of more up to date on the east side things with the East Rail and just all these little developments, but I know that there's a lot more going on now in like South Seattle with the East Marginal Way thing.
East Marginal Way that got a RAISE grant that was approved, and then there's also the South Park to Georgetown Trail.
Right.
That will, you know, we'll basically come up onto like where that's supposed to begin.
Right.
So yeah, it's there's a lot of projects that are in the works, and
that's cool.
Hopefully they'll go through.
What are some marquee destinations along this trail?
So, I mean, going the other way, you would have gotten to, what was it called? Fort Dent, or Starfire, like where the soccer fields are.
Right.
And then you get into South Center, kind of continue through South Center, and you'll eventually get to Kent. Okay. And that's where the Green River Trail kind of like splits onto an on-road section. You have to go on roads that are pretty frequented by people riding.
I see. I like seeing like the light rail here. It reminds me of Vancouver and home with the SkyTrain.
Oh, cool.
Just being next to the SkyTrain, it feels interesting. I know we don't call it SkyTrain here, but we call it SkyTrain there.
I'm hoping to go to Vancouver this year.
Yeah, you
I've been
definitely
waiting,
should. Yeah.
waiting for everything to start opening up, and you know.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely a biker city in the sense that I think they make it easy for you to get around, and the city itself isn't that big, so it's a nice combo.
Have you
sort
been
of
to
urbanism.
Portland, Oregon?
Yes, but I actually haven't
'cause-
explored it much by bike before.
Oh, you need to.
Only through STP, which is not really a fair representation of Portland.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
You I strongly recommend, just because I went there a couple of weeks ago with my bike on
Right.
you know, took it on the Amtrak, and just being able to like experience their neighborhood greenway network, where you
Right.
just it's just so easy to go through.
Yeah, it's Vancouver does a very similar thing where they just rely on like a few residential roads and completely like make them greenways basically. Yeah.
Yeah, they put in little things, you know, traffic calming, and
Yeah.
it just makes it so much more enjoyable, and like, you know, it makes it a lot more comfortable for people that are, you know,
Right.
less experienced, and you know, it goes a long way to making it more accessible.
Yeah. You can go ahead.
So this is the only spot where the light rail actually crosses the Duwamish River.
Okay.
And so if you're riding it at night, they actually have a light installation that it lights up blue,
Okay.
like all these blue lights just over the river. So if you've ever ridden it at night and wondered why there's a section over the river that turns blue, and it's just a little reminder that the Duwamish River is Seattle's only river, and that's the only time it crosses it. So here, you can probably see these different, these basically, because we're here at the bridge that we're coming up to is the North Wind Weir. And so this basically, like, there's a Duwamish like legend of the North Wind and the South Wind, and this basically tells the tale. Oh, Anik, here.
What's up? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
So this is a project that it literally opened like, you know, pretty recently. So this is Riverton Creek. So before it had been, it was just covered up by the, you know, by development basically. And so in the past year or two, they worked to daylight this creek, which is basically to, when a creek or stream has been covered by artificial like means, and then uncovering it is the daylighting. And then they put in some like landscaping. There's some murals around here, and then this chair over here is it's actually made of 3 living willow trees. And
Wait, what?
yeah. So you can actually sit in the chair, but it's, yeah, you can see it's literally growing. That's why, you know, this is alive.
Right.
Or, you know, parts of it are alive. And so it's just basically 3 different willow trees are growing there. And it's actually a nice spot to sit down and enjoy the river. So.
So fun.
So this is like the last bathroom that's like a public bathroom until the trail kind of ends. So the next section we're getting to is where basically the Green River Trail ends.
Yep.
And then that's where this project to extend it north will be. So from the designs I've seen, they're going to basically turn a road that's basically just like this, just like 1 lane each way. They're going to make it a 1-lane road and convert the northbound lane into a two-way,
Okay.
you know, protected bike lane,
Cycle track, yeah.
trail kind of thing.
Yeah.
So they have designs, but no schedule for the project. So we'll just have to reach out to King County to, you know, kind of prod them a little bit to be like, hey, we would love to see this project happen. So we can go up to this little thing that's on the, well, it'll be on the right.
Okay. Ooh, bridge.
Yeah, so it's the South Park Bridge. And then Boeing Factory 2 is like right across the river here. And that's the one that they, you know, basically during World War II, they were building a lot of airplanes for the Army.
Makes sense. I think we're good. All right, let's go. Keep going.
All right, awesome. So we're gonna go into Burien,
Yep.
and we'll go through like downtown Burien.
Yep. Until to this mysterious thing.
Yes. I have to play it up, you know.
Yeah.
So there's a frisbee
Yeah.
golf course here.
Yeah, disc
so,
golf. Nice.
And then if you want to, if you turn left here, there's a remote control off-road track for like the little remote control cars. It's really cool to see, but
Okay.
all right, we'll do it. All right, so we'll turn left here, but
On the road?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's just for a little bit. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Yeah, it's just up here. Because they have the so they have the athletic fields here. They have, you know, a whole bunch of like gravel walking and biking trails. They have the frisbee golf course, lots of baseball fields. And then farther up, at the top of that hill up there,
Yep.
they have the SeaTac Community Center. And then next to that is the SeaTac Botanical Gardens.
So how do you differentiate between SeaTac and Burien? Are they just completely different places?
SeaTac doesn't really have like it's a city, but it doesn't really have like a downtown. Whereas
see.
like Burien, like you'll know,
Okay.
and you know, it looks like a city, or well, I guess large town.
Yeah.
It definitely has like a small town feel,
Okay.
sort of like South Park, except bigger.
Got it.
So there's the BMX park that I guess they're reconstructing. And then this is like this is like for RC cars on asphalt. They have a little race course. But then
Whoa.
here, they have one for the off-road. Oh, someone's using one.
That's fun. Who thought of making something like this?
Oh yeah, and the planes are coming in like right overhead.
So now we're riding across downtown Burien to reach the secret destination that Bob wanted to show me, and riding through here is a really nice vibe. Honestly, I am quite out of my element all throughout this ride, just following Bob's tail and trusting where he brings me. So it was neat to see some of the views here and riding here. And yeah, I think for this general format of video, I know that it was maybe a bit random and scrambled, but I'm hoping in the future to make more videos like this, sort of based around conversations and rides together, more vlog-like. But anyway, we're gonna be riding through here, visiting this secret attraction, and then lastly checking out the Lake to Sound trail right next to the airport, which I found really cool, as you can see lots of planes and see exactly where they land. But anyway, back to the video and onwards we go.
Here's the driveway here. Here's the thing.
Oh, I see.
It's a waterfall piano. It's the Russell Waterfall. So this will actually show you what you're landing on whenever you fly into SeaTac Airport.
Right. What's the name of this trail?
What's that?
Oh, plane. Nice. What's the name of this trail?
This is part of the Lake to Sound trail.
Okay.
So it's like a section of it. So you can take the road if you want, if you're just riding through, but I usually stop, you know, at a good spot up here. Yeah. I think it's under like the second runway thing to watch the planes come in.
Yeah.
So that's why I usually take the trail. Plus, traffic gets a little fast, so
yeah.
It depends. You might or might not want to.
That's fair.
Yeah. So that's what you're landing on, all the way up there.
What's the name of this road?
So it's South Center Boulevard. It's 154th Street. It's also 152nd Street.
Oh, okay.
Because it does this weird little, like, you know.
Yeah.
It just went over like 2 blocks.
What are these bridges for?
Huh?
What are these bridges for?
No, those are those hold up the runway lights. Like there are ones that extend out farther.
I see.
But yeah, so like underneath that one is a good one to stand on, and then oh yeah, just watch they got those weird little bumps.
Yeah.
That when you're looking up at the planes as they come in,
yeah,
you definitely don't want to get caught off guard.
Yep.
Let's see. Maybe we'll get there by the time the next plane comes in.
Yeah.
Because there's 3 runways, so I'll see if I can find one in the sky. Oh, I see an airplane.
So yeah, thanks so much for joining us today, and let us know in the comments below what you thought of the route. Have you ridden any of these before? Any areas suggest to ride in the area? And I'll see you all in the next video.